Yo, I'm mad excited about these. This entire pack, the whole thing. I asked for this a couple years ago. When the Pure Mondays came out, I asked for this. Not specifically, but something very similar. Would drop something like this every year, I'd be down. I'll pick them all up. And now I got 4 to choose from. I'm fucked. Hey, what's good guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a detailed look at these bad boys right here, man. This is fire, dude. These are fire. This is my favorite Jordan model ever, okay? Not my favorite colorway of them, but I love my white on whites. And when you put a little bit of color, man, come on. This is about to be the shoe of the summer. The model, not this specific one, just the model.
I feel like it's all of your guys' shoe of the summer every summer then.
Why? These didn't come out last year.
No, I know, but everybody likes a pair of fresh, clean, white shoes.
Especially when they're made like this. Oh man. First things first, just in case you guys care, the box is different. This threw me off actually. When they brought these out, I didn't know what they were. I was like, what are you doing? I asked for something else.
Did you think it was a woman's shoe?
I didn't know what it was. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, that's right. They have their own boxes. So the metallic pack, the metallic series for the Air Jordan 4, they will all come in this white box with whatever colorway you get on the Jumpman. It'll be a metallic Jumpman. So this one's purple. It is kind of like the women's boxes. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. But this is dope, man. Oh, real quick, the boxes for the kids are the regular 4 boxes. So just in case you guys are wondering, I did get Mrs. Wing a pair. They're a little bit different, but not too much. Material-wise is what I'm mostly talking about, but we'll get into that in a little bit. These guys are dropping on the 20th, which is a Wednesday. That's an old school thing. When Jordans used to come out midweek, kids used to skip school, go to the mall. That's why they come out on Saturdays now. You'll be able to get these over at phenomglobal.com for anybody curious. And for anybody that keeps asking, they do have matching apparel now. Does this come out as purple?
I wish they had left the black part white.
Yeah, that's what I would have done, but this is classic. But this is available so you can match. Again, phenomglobal.com. Link will be in the description box below just for anybody wondering. And with that being said, let's talk about these bad boys, man. These are dope. So for those of you guys that don't know, there's a few things about this release that I really with. The first thing is that it's of the remastered variety. So the last 4 that came out was, I believe, the Black Hats, right?
Yes.
Now I'm questioning it. I don't remember.
I just remember last summer wasn't the big thing the knitted version of this shoe. You got the all red ones.
Maybe, those were whack though.
But they had the different colors, so that's what you mean by the packs, correct?
No, because this is a different style of pack.
How so? It had 4 different colors.
This to me is really like good storytelling from Jordan Brands. I know she's giving me a look. Okay, I'm about to break it down. The shape thing, okay? I'm just gonna talk about the story first. Rewind everything, we're starting over. So the first thing that I'll talk about is the inspiration for this colorway along with the other 3. So there's the purple one, the red one, the green one, and the orange one, okay? Now, Jordan Brand's history, AKA their lineage, the very first metallic pack ever was on the Air Jordan 1. It wasn't really a pack, they were just a set of colors that all had a metallic swoosh, metallic collar, and metallic branding, Wings logo branding.
And it was those 4 colors?
There were those 4 colors. They re-released them. They retroed, I think, all of them but the orange ones. And I believe the purple one was a Euro exclusive, but that's where this pack is getting its story from.
Why those colors?
Originally?
Yeah.
I really don't know. I just know that the Jordan 1, people don't really know this just because you really think of the black and red, the black and royal, the Chicago, and the black toe. Those are the main ones that most people think about, and the shadows, where that's kind of like that original launch. But the Jordan 1, they had tons of colorways. There's the UNC, there was what they call the Kentuckys now. There was a Laker colorway. You know that Laker colorway that the paint removes and it turns into the Chicago's? Like that colorway, that purple with the gold swoosh, that's an original colorway. One of the things with the Jordan 1 was it was the shoe that brought color to the game. It was different back then in the 80s where you either had a predominantly black shoe or a predominantly white shoe. If there was color in it, it was maybe red, blue, or gray. Those were like the main colors. The Jordan 1 though kind of like flipped the script. That's where this pack is coming from. It's coming from that. I think it's funny that when this first unveiled, like when it first leaked, that there was 4 colorways, all of them metallic, and I was like, oh, those colors are very familiar to me. I thought it was cool. I didn't think that they really did tie it to the Air Jordan 1, but then I wouldn't call it a press release, but Jordan Brand has their own website called like air.jordan.com, and that's where they told the story, and I was like, oh, they did actually like tie it to the Air Jordan 1 metallics, and I thought it was funny because I'd see other like sneakerheads and stuff being like, oh, like they had an epiphany, and I was like, well, you're not up on your Jordan knowledge, clearly.
I was expecting a bit of a better story.
Well, better. Moving on. This is, again, like I was saying earlier, of the remastered variety of the Air Jordan 4. I believe the last colorway to release to the public was the Black Cat, and that was the first one that had that newly remastered shape. So I have been kind of like harping on the brand about shape, especially the toes. The new shape, which is the old shape, looks great, and I like it a lot. I don't just like it, I love this. It is a little bit of an adjustment. The toe down view is slightly different because the leather toe rand wraps up a little bit more. I say this all the time, whether it be the 11s or the 13s, whatever, and all that stuff, is that when you see them retroed and kind of ruined over the years, the 5s, the 6s, stuff like that, and then they finally like remaster it, get it right almost to a T, then the new version that is technically the original version looks a little funny. And that's the one thing where like some people are going to see this and be like, I don't like the shape. I've been wanting this. This is awesome. I do understand that it looks different because you're used to the not real shape that the Jordan 4 has been looking like for decades now. This is the way to go, man. I really like this. Everything about it. I love it. The third thing that I really like is that they're almost all white. I just really love this. This is perfect for the summer, especially with the little hit of color, and it's not too much color, you know what I mean? Like those Flynet 4s that you were talking about, that's too much color. That Volt was awful. It was tonal, it was bright, it was disgusting. It was awful. This is subtle, this is classy. The last thing that I really like, man, the materials on these are great. This is awesome. It's not premium or anything like that, but as far as a Jordan product goes, this is what I want. It's hoopable, it's good casually. You break this in, you're gonna be money either way. They smell good.
Would you say you're pure money?
No, I wouldn't. That's a bad pun. Not crushing a lot, okay? Yeah. The one thing that I will knock these for is craftsmanship on the tongue. Don't really like these puffy tongues. But other than that, if you want a material panel breakdown as far as what's real leather, what's not, the toe rand, real leather, the underlay underneath that, real leather, the underlay underneath that, real leather, the tongue, not real leather, the collar right here, not real leather, the wings, it's both. You have leather on the top part, but underneath it, you can see where it's stitched and glued on there. It's synthetic. Same thing on the tab. So the back is leather and the other part is not. The only thing that I would have changed is that I would have kept the purple going on the liner or whatever color these are, just because that's dirty hella fast. That's really it. Otherwise, they're great. They have polyurethane insoles on top of that, which is something they typically reserve for OG colorways. So I'm so happy that it's in here because it makes the floors that much more comfortable. One thing I forgot to go over, even though I have gone over it many times, is the tech specs. Polyurethane midsole, visible air sole unit in the heel. It's actually got that purple hue in there. The men's pair has a 4-foot encapsulated air unit. I do not believe the grade school does.
I don't think the kids ever get anything in the 4-foot.
They usually don't. So normally they get them in the back. At least they have the shape though, because there was a time in which the kids just had this midsole extend all the way to the front. They didn't have the rubber here, the little bump right there. They didn't have any of that. It looked awful. So I love that they fixed that with these. The material difference between the two is that the kids is tumbled leather. This is textured leather. So tumbled has the heavy pebbling look.
I think I like mine more.
I think that some people might prefer that look. I like this one. I like the way that the texture looks once it breaks in because it gives a nice natural looking distressed look.
I just like how consistent my whole shoe looks versus yours, where you can tell.
I think that's why people might like, because tumbled hides stuff.
Yeah.
But I just really like this. It's really nice. It's soft. It's not going to need a lot of breaking in because it's going to do it naturally and all that stuff. It's going to be really cool.
I don't think you want oversizing.
God damn it. So if this is your first pair of 4s, go true to size. If you're a wide footer like yourself,
go up half a size.
And that's pretty much good to go because these crush right in this area.
Yes, there is no extra wiggle room width-wise.
Yes, and I personally just love how 4s fit, especially this new remastered one. They're sleeker. I think they look fantastic.
Wide footers, thank me later. Go up half a size.
So that pretty much takes care of everything for these guys right here. This is just one of the metallic Jordan 4s. I'm just gonna call them the metallic pack for the Jordan 4. I think that they did an excellent job on these. I love them. I hope that I can get the red one. I hope that they're not mad limited.
I bet you if there is one, that would be it.
I'm pretty sure that the red one's gonna be limited. Like, I'm almost positive.
That's exactly what I just said.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, I'm pretty sure. You know, I'm just noticing though that your guys' tongues are perfect and we get the fucking weird ass, janky ass tongue.
Yeah, mine's not overly inflated.
No, this is the tongue I like. It's thin, it's nice, it's crisp, and I get this fucking lumpy thing. But I really do like the way that these turned out. I hope that you like them too if you end up copping a pair. Retail is $190.
Unless you're a kid. then it's 140.
Well, if you're the next size down, because there's other sides. I don't know if these are actually going to be releasing smaller than grade school, like preschool and toddler. But it'll be interesting to find out. Let us know which of the 4 are your favorite. Like, do you like which one? You like the orange one? Is that the one, or is it this one?
I like the purple, but I'm intrigued by the orange.
Okay, so I prefer the red, but this was my second. They were the only 2 that I really were gonna go after. But let us know what you think down below in the comment section. Which of the 4? If you wanted to rank them, go for it. I don't really think ranking them is important because they're all white, you know? Or would they be rating them?
Shut up.
Thank you so much for all the support. We appreciate it. Again, if you want a link to purchase these over at Phenom, we'll have that in the description box below. They'll be available on the 20th. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a great day. So have a good one.